watching from. So this is my live, right? And I'm here with some great minds, right? And I want us to discuss personal finance stuff, right? If you are watching my channel for the very first time, what we do here is we talk financial literacy, we talk career stuff, and we discuss more on youth-related issues. So you can join this channel by subscribing, and then clicking on the notification bell so that anytime we upload a video, you can connect with us. So, let me begin by what triggered this life, right? So, one of our people here, um, yeah, right. So, we have Kojo, right? Kojo is a senior brother here, and he's the one. He said something, right? And then I decided that we have to come live and discuss it. Kojo was saying that he did science and all of that. In fact, Kojo is a pharmacist and he's a pastor as well. So Kojo was like, "Oh, you guys are talking finance. I did science, so be finance here. And all of that." So, I want us to discuss, right? Why do you think that you don't need finance?
Well, first of all, it depends on the person who is talking this.
Okay.
When I say the person, not that I don't need finance, but I believe finance is beyond money.
Okay. Yeah, it's more than money.
It is more than money. And a lot of people tend to handle money, but they can't handle their finances. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. A lot of people, yes, there are people who can get a CD today and they can turn that CD into millions.
Okay.
And then you can give them millions today, and within an hour, there is nothing left for them to live.
Okay.
And that is how I come to know that. That's why when I'm saying that I'm not into finance, it's because I'm limited in my knowledge of what finance is. Yes, I do handle money, but finance is beyond money. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
It will involve time.
Yeah.
Not just calculations and the additions, but expenditure, saving, or breaking them down to the very minute bits where you can actually make your finances stable. I've never heard I'm making my money stable, but I always say let your finances be stable.
Yeah.
So that makes me know that there is more to money,
Okay.
or yes,
More to finance.
Than just about money. That's why I say
finance is not money.
Finance
Money
is
is a component of finance.
But finance is
not money. Okay, so great. And he said that finance goes beyond money. So, but for us, we think that financial literacy. So we think that financial literacy is a basic or a prerequisite for every person, right?
I think so.
Yeah, prerequisite. Irrespective of your background, you'd use money, right? You transact, you buy, you sell, you do stuff with money. So it is very important, it's very primary, right? That you have basic finance knowledge. Because at the end of the day, and finance encapsulates a lot of things, right? It begins from earning money to saving money, investing money, and all of that. And after you have even acquired the riches, like all of those stuff is personal finance stuff. So typically we are looking at how you can make the best decision of your income, right? Because economic all that you want, right? So basically, the things that we need are unlimited. The things that we want are unlimited, but resources to acquire those wants are limited. And so in this, because at the end of the day, you can't just get all that you want. I mean, after acquiring one, you still desire for more, right? So we are made in such a way that we always desire more, we want more, and no one can acquire enough money, right? Or all of what one needs to acquire all they want. So it becomes necessary that you make decision on the few resources you get to be able to acquire the most important thing, or to be able to distribute it according to your want or need prospect, so that I mean you are not left worse off, even though you are receiving money. I mean, your life is not left miserable. Or certain things are not met, certain poor things are not met. Yeah. So personal finance, right? So personal finance is basically acquiring all the knowledge, the basic knowledge you need to be able to make the decisions with your money, right? So, and today I want us to discuss the beginning point of personal finance. It begins by earning money, right? People talk about AC principle: earn money, save money, invest money, AC. And it all begins by earning money. So how do you make money? Like what? How do you make money? We have employment income, we have other sources of income, and all of that. So earning money, right? Earning money. What are some of the practical ways you can earn money, right? Practical ways of earning money, like as an average career youth, and aside employment income, other ways we can make money, right? Other ways we can make money. Black man, what's your name, this guy? Alright, Shisha, Vibrate Shisha, PFL. Hey, you are welcome, PFL. You are welcome, Vibrate Shisha. You are welcome to our live, right? You are welcome. We are discussing personal finance stuff. Any money. So this is Emmanuel, this is Kujo. We are discussing any money. So any money as an average Ghanaian. Like how do you make enough? I mean, you can't make all of what you like, but how do you make enough? Like enough at least. Okay, to what you understand? Something small for the boys to keep up with your daily rounds. How do you make it? Right. Practical strategies to make a side money aside your employment income. The black man. Who's the It's the black man.
The black man.
So any money, practical ways of any money. So you are also an entrepreneur.
So basically, money is not lost, or maybe like people say, I'm looking for money. You can't find money anywhere. But one of the principles is that if you want to make enough money, you need to add value to yourself. The more you add value to yourself, the more you make money. Because people will pay you according to your value system. And at any point in your life, people pay you based on the level of your skill or the value that you added to yourself. So if you want to make money, one of the first principles that you need to understand is that you need to add value to yourself, increase your skill. Because the more skilled you are, the more money you make. So as young as you are, whether you're a photography, you are a graphic designer, you're a pastor, you're a public speaker, if you want to make more money, increase your skill or increase your value. That is where you can
be alive. You're back. Right, so there was a network interruption. We are still talking personal finance, how you can earn money.
Alright, okay. So any is about how do you call it? The physical money. It's about the more you add value to people, the more money you make.
So your motivation in life is about making money. Then what you need to understand is that hard value is but the more value you add to people, the more money you make. You see, people pay you according to the level of your skill. If you are receiving a salary like 100 cities, that is the value that you are earning. So that is what they will pay you at that level. If you want to make $100 million, it means that you need to develop yourself to that level to receive that money. And one of the things that we need to understand is that people are money. People are money. So they are saying that the more people you do, the more money you make. So especially when you're a businessman, so people are money. The more people you do, the more money you make.
So I listened to this. The person was like, you have your money in people's pocket, right? You just have to find legal ways of dipping your hands in their pockets, like keeping them, right? Yeah, so
Dipping the hands.
so your monies are in people's pockets.
Money is safe.
Your monies are in people's pockets. You just have to find legal ways of
taking them.
legal ways of
And
taking them. Yeah.
as a businessman, as a businessman, anytime you see people there, your strategy is about to make. You see, there is a difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. Business people see customers as a way of making money, and an entrepreneur sees people their leaders or people that they can impact. So a businessman doesn't waste time on his money, but then an entrepreneur has a way of using that money to develop people. So business people are always on fast track, but entrepreneurs can take like 10 years even to develop a skill or to develop something. So there's a difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. So in your quest of making money, you have to see yourself whether you're a businessman or you're an entrepreneur. Because people that are making an impact in the world are the entrepreneurs, not the business people. Because businessmen see customers as a way of taking money from them fast track. They don't waste time. They are always on the move. You understand? So if you want to make money, see where you want to belong, whether as a businessman or an entrepreneur.
So you are trying to say the entrepreneurs are the people solving
the problems of the world,
right?
And the business people are making profits. They don't want to lose anything at all.
Okay.
They always want to make the profits, gain. But then entrepreneur can lose something to benefit others.
Okay, very well. So Kojo, let me get you. So in the current dispensation, right? I mean, let's talk in local units. How easy is it to hit a million city, like $1 million, $1 million naira, depending on wherever you are watching from. So how easy is it? How easy is it? One big, I believe there are a number of people who believe they can make $1 million until they die, right? So is it easy to make $1 million at all? Can people make millions at all? Are there practical ways people can make $1 million?
To answer your question, yes, there are practical ways to make $1 million. Mention one billionaire that you know.
Elon Musk.
We'll mention Bill Gates or Elon Musk.
What camera is?
What do you really think Bill Gates did or Elon Musk did? Or Jeff Bezos did? Now, this is what I want to share. The most practical way to make $1 million is to solve a problem. If you solve a problem, you become the solution to what the problem is always about. What do I mean? Bill Gates always wondered why we have to carry big floppy disks to save information until he went into his own garage without electricity. That stationary machine or that stationary, you wouldn't have to carry bigger gadgets to save information. He created a marketplace. He created a marketplace where everybody can come and post what they are selling on there. You pay a quota, you sell what you want, and people buy. You also get your money. But before it leaves his platform to even get to your customer, you can imagine the amount of traffic that would have been generated from the view of the item on your phone from his own platform. So create the solution to the existing problem. Create a solution to one of the most practical ways. My colleague here was talking about adding value. So after you find a solution, you add value to what you are doing. What is the difference between this money and this paper? What's the difference between these two? They are both paper. The only difference is the number that is here. This 5. At the end of the day, this is just paper.
Yeah.
This is also just paper. But one has got a value to it. One has got a value to it. The other one hasn't got a value. We have heard Bill Gates give billions of dollars to orphanages and organizations for research and for helping the rich. Have you ever heard Bill Gates give his value to any of those organizations or any of those orphanages? No. The value you make, you can never sell it. You can't even give off the value you make from yourself. If we clean this paper and clean this paper, they all become paper. But in this state, this one has a value where I can trade with it. So when my colleague was talking about adding value to yourself, you and the man next to you, you both are of the same. You and the person by you are of the same. You are both men. You're of the same caliber. Bill Gates left in his garage for over months looking to solve a solution. But every day he kept on adding value to himself. Today, can you go and take off the value? Can you take Bill Gates' value from him? Even if he will still be getting rich. I can give you a perfect example. Steve Jobs is dead, but he's still one of the richest men ever on the world richest list.
Yeah.
Because the value you make never leaves you. Even though he's dead and his way, I love you, baby. And his way dead and rotting in his grave. His value is still with him. Nobody can go and take his value from him. So, 1, create a solution. 2, add value to yourself. 3, work with time. Everybody has 24 hours on the surface of the earth. But your money can give you an additional 24 hours.
Yeah.
Even in your absence. If I'm working in a pharmacy and I have a shop that sells provisions, if I employ somebody to run that shop for me while I go and make money at the pharmacy, that means within 24 hours, I have 48 hours in 124 hours making money. If I have 3 channels of income, that means I have 72 hours within 24 hours to make money. Work with time. Add value. Find a solution to an existing problem. We can talk of my last example there. We can talk of the Zoom lion. The rubbish everywhere, and he decided I'll collect them. Do we know where he put his rubbish? Even what he does, do we even know? Even now trending all over is the bus stop boys.
Exactly.
But they are solving an existing problem that Ghanaians keep complaining about. And Ghanaians is complaining about dirt and bushes making their roads very narrow and things like that. But yet still, they are not they are taking this step to solve those very things they are complaining about. Until the bus stop boys came, we are hearing that the former president has given them money to work. Sanitation minister has now has legalized them enough to be working with them. How much do you think they will be even if their logistics, if they give them 30,000 and they are able to acquire their logistics at 5,000, the 25,000 goes to who? The 25,000 goes to who? So solve, yeah. So solve a problem.
Your friend. Your friend.
So solve a problem. Add value. Make time. Let time work for you. That is what I do.
Interesting. So add value, right? Bring something, come up with something, and someone is wondering, like, Charlie, when I sleep, nothing comes to head. No idea. I'm not brainstorming anything. Like nothing is really coming out of nothing too extraordinary is coming out of me. I mean, I'm not dreaming. I'm not able to dream about anything unique that people have not done. But I want to say that look, I think it start by thinking about others, how you can make others better, the lives of others better. Because the people who created aircraft, the people who created cars, thought about others. I mean, they began to think through how people work several hours, days to reach a particular destination. And then, I mean, you see, from the beginning they thought of how they can make people, I mean, reach a particular point without too much stress, okay, reducing that stress without that pain and all of that. So someone is here, people are walking from here to other countries, and the person is thinking, people are driving here to other countries, and the person is thinking, how can I avoid, or how can I these people who travel with a car or on foot to other countries, walking several miles, several days, months, and all of that. And so the thought of how I can make these people life easier and better led to them conceiving the idea that, okay, a bird can stand and fly. Let me also develop an aircraft. And I mean, yeah, so a car and all of that. So people sat down and thought of how they can make other people's life better. So not about themselves from the beginning, right? Not about themselves from the beginning. Somebody sat down, how can I make this place brighter for all of us? So that when people are walking, they wouldn't have to crash their feet on stuff. So the moment you start thinking about others, the moment you start thinking about how you can make other people's life better, life easier, life more better than before, that's where you begin to conceive ideas on how you can generate things. You know, creative ideas say design and construct. So there is a problem. How can you, I mean, once you are able to diagnose the problem, once you are able to embrace what is at hand, right? I mean, like I was saying, someone was able to think through, okay, people are walking from here to Tamale, or from Tamale to here, Accra. They are taking several days to get here. And so how can I make these people life easier, right? How can I help them get to Accra faster? So from the beginning, they are thinking about others, and from that they conceive the idea of producing something like a bicycle, something like a car. And after solving that problem, after making the lives of people better and easier, they themselves, right, they are rewarded. At the end of the day, in the beginning, it wasn't about generating something that will make me money, that will make me a millionaire, right? Developing something that will make people connect with one another, that can make somebody in Ghana chat with a friend in USA, and all of that. Facebook. Let me just design something like that. I mean, like how just thinking through how I can make that conversation easier. I can bridge the gap of communication and all of that. The idea of creating something that can perform such a function comes to mind. And so if you are thinking that, oh, me, nothing superficial, nothing extraordinary is coming to mind, I think you should start thinking about others, how you can make others' lives better, how you can improve upon the living of people, how you can make things easier for people, and all of that. So people open Coca-Cola with their teeth, right? And somebody sat there and designed how do you call it, an opener, right? And they are selling it, they are making money. People eat and they have to use their tongue to be doing all sort of things to remove particles from their teeth. And some people sat down and they say, look, I can design something that you just have to put in your mouth, and then they can help you remove all these things, right? And they design toothpick, they design all of those things. So I think when you start thinking about others, you begin to conceive ideas. When you start thinking about how you can make others' life better, you conceive ideas. So we've done nearly 30 minutes so far. I think the conversation has been interesting, right? And this is a youthful conversation. Next up, I want us to talk about so everybody want to be an entrepreneur, right? Everybody want to be, I want to be a businessman, I want to be an entrepreneur. What are some of the primary prerequisites of, or let's take this side on, let's take it on a side level, right? I mean, you have your traditional employment, side level. Some of the primary requisites of having a working side hustle, right? I mean, I have a side, I believe we all have side hustles. So primary requisites, some of the basic things that you require to make a side hustle, like something that you can use it to support your regular income. So any of you can take it, or you can share.
So let me share. I'll share 2 points. One, start small. Start small. When you start small, also be realistic. Start small and be realistic. Start small. You can manage within the means of your income, that you don't have to go and borrow to sustain your side hustle. Then it becomes a problem rather than a channel for your financial liberation. So you start small and be realistic. Don't say you are entering a car business when your salary is just around 1,500 or 2,000 cedis. What kind of car are you going to import? If I tell you I've sold Indomie in school before, will you believe me? I sold Indomie in school.
Yeah. And how much is the salary?
School, no, in school,
you sold.
I sold. So I was sustaining myself and my hostel fees
with the
Indomie business.
And how much
you understand? No, but you buy a pack at 20 CDs. So even if I sell for 5 people in a day, that's 100 CDs. The only days I don't work are Sundays. The only days I don't work are Saturdays, because Saturdays I knew a lot of the people on campus would have gone out to go and chill or have fun. But Sundays, the vendors in the school were not working. So I took the opportunity to be selling the Indomie. So it's only on Saturdays. I'm cooking and chopping vegetables for you. You come and I'll go and deliver it.
A short video. Can't do it. Now you have a video. Short video. You're cooking
But-
Indomie pa. You
You can't believe it. But I sold
Why is that,
Indomie.
Indomie.
But I sold Indomie.
I see.
You get. So if imagine I'm selling it at 20 CDs and I sell for 5 people in a day. That's 100 CDs. 100 CDs is enough to. 100 CDs is enough at that time to help me reinvest into the business. So then now I'm looking at doubling my profit. By the time I look at doubling my profit, my customer base would have increased. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
That means I'm getting more money. That's why I'm saying that I was able to sustain myself and my hostel fees while I was in school because I was selling. So start small, but be realistic. Don't think you are coming to sell for the whole school. You are not coming to sell for the whole community. You are coming to what you are joking.
Indomie.
You eat your thing and you sleep. So be realistic. There are people who want to sell, who want to eat after. There are people who want to sell, who want to eat after 11, after 12, after 1. And they don't want to drink tea or anything. They want to eat something. So can you?
Indomie.
So there are people.
Indomie.
So there are people. So my mom, for instance, sometimes if I'm not sleeping, my mom works and we have employed somebody to help my mom. Will you believe it? But all this because of an idea, a realistic, let me say, a realistic idea of starting small. You get. So start small, but be realistic about your targets and your goals. That's one thing I can say.
Guys, guys, my brother has said everything. He started with Indomie. So I don't know what you want to start with. So maybe yours to be. We want to invent something. Maybe you yourself, right? You don't even know how to maybe like start small, but it shouldn't remain there. That's
where you get the money.
When you get the money, don't chop.
When you invest, see,
Save.
When you start a business,
You see, my motivation is not about becoming a businessman. You understand? So I don't know what about you, but I want to become an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurs are the leaders of the world, and business people are the people who always sees you, want to make money from you. So decide that, I want to become the people who change the world, people who impact life and transform life. Okay, and the Indomie seller is around. So if you want to, if you want to order, just comment on the chat box and we'll get back to you right now. Indomie seller.
Your monies are in the pockets of people.
people.
You just have to find legal ways of taking them.
Taking them
Your money. Look,
legally.
if you make $1 billion, it's not that the central bank is going to print new monies for you. If someone makes $1 billion, it's not that the central bank is going to print new monies for the person, right? What it means is that, look, someone will say that 30 million people in Ghana, if you are able to have a way of getting 1 cedi from each person each year, right? 1 cedi from every Ghanaian per annum, right? So every year, get 1 cedi from one person. You make nearly like 32 million cedis. Okay, that's a lot of money. So, 1 cedi. How do you get 1 cedi from every Ghanaian? So, and that's it. The all the other inventions that we see, the Google, the TikTok, the Facebook, all these ones, they found ways and means of getting 1 peso, 1 cedi, right? 10 pesos from us, from every person, from at least 50 people of the world, 50% of the people of the world, from at least 20% of the world population. And that's how they are making money. Google, I mean, almost everywhere, apart from a few countries that do not use, like, you understand? So almost everywhere, find ways and means of getting, let me not even say 1 10 pesos, let me say 10 pesos. If you get 10 pesos from every Ghanaian, 30 million will be making like let's say like 30,000, like 30,000 or 300,000 cities. So find ways and means, right? You have 1,000 contacts. Do you know that if you find ways and means of getting 5 cities from these people each year, right? 5 cities from each contact person, you get like what's 500, 5,000, right? Yeah, so you get 5,000. So your 1,000 contacts, if you find a way of getting 5 cities from each, I'm not saying ask them for 5 cities. No, what I'm saying is that you can bring up something, right? That will help you get 5 cities from each person. And this one, you don't need to invest any kind of money to get this. No, no, no. Like, you can start selling something, the same pictures you put on your status. Just put the business there. Just advertise it. If you get 50% of these 1,000 people buying, you make some money. So side hustles are not really difficult thing. They don't require some little to no capital. I mean, and all of that. So yeah, yeah. I mean, you can also do something. I think we are 40 minutes through. 40 minutes through. We would have to end here, and we'll come through another time with and a discussion. Maybe next week Sunday. Or something. Yeah, every Sunday we'll come live. So yeah, official. Every Sunday we are coming live. No, so in quotes, maybe. So more often we'll try and come live on Sundays. Yeah,
maybe we'll
we'll
give
try
you
and come
part
live
2
on
of our
Sundays.
Indomie. Okay? We'll give you part 2. So get
I'm
it.
not serious. Yeah, I'm not sure how do I even end this thing. How do I even end this thing? How do I even end this thing? I don't even know how to end it. Ban or no ban or ban or ban or.
So